What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with a review for Love and Marriage Huntsville season number 6, right? Episode 21. And this episode is titled Where There's Smoke, There's Marsau. So before we go ahead and jump into this review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a big solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville, shall we? All right, you guys, so quick disclaimer before I even start talking about this episode, because I know people are probably going to feel a way about some of the things that I'm going to have to say in this episode pertaining to the first scene and to the last scene of this episode. Now, you guys, we can agree to disagree on whatever, right? But at the end of the day, we're going to be respectful because these are what? They're my opinions.
That's my opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
My opinions on my channel. Now, if you guys have different opinions, again, feel free to chime in the comments section and we can agree or disagree, or we can agree to disagree with each other, right? But I'm going to say what I feel and mean what I say. I'm not going to be disrespectful to anybody in the comment section. I'm not going to be saying anything disrespectful about the people on the show. I'm just putting it out there that, you know, I have some opinions about this episode and I'm going to let them be known. So the episode, we open up and we have these weird ass sound effects, you guys. The first one that I heard was a dog, and I thought it was one of my neighbors. Like, I was like, damn it, do my neighbors is their dog barking? Because I watched this late last night. So I was like, damn, is one of the dogs awake? But then I kept watching and the sound effects kept going. I was like, oh, okay. So what they're doing is whoever's naming it, they're saying, they're bleeping it out so that way that they don't get sued for libel or slander. I was like, okay, I get it. Now, what I will ask of you guys, because I know a lot of you guys stay in the social media streets when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, if somebody can enlighten me and let me know who this person is that they were speaking of, because I'm questioning, like, is it the same person that we've been talking about for years now, the hairdresser? Right, that's my question. Is that who we're discussing? Because we have literally been talking about Marsau cheating on Letitia for years, and at this point, nothing has come of that. There's been no text messages. There's been no sex tape. There's been no nudes of him leaked. Nothing has happened. I know people are going to be like, well, Marsau probably got a good, NDA. Okay. Whatever. I'm not going to entertain that comment. So, the one thing that I will say, and this is where I say people might not like what I have to say. I didn't like this first scene with Melody and Keke. And I'm going to tell you guys why, because it feels like anytime we get Melody and Keke sitting down talking, they're always discussing Letitia's marriage. These are my opinions. Like them, dislike them, I don't care. But it just feels that way to me. And this is the side of Mel that I don't like. The messy side of Mel. I just don't like it. Because here's the thing. If you and Letitia are trying to work to have a better relationship with each other, this is going to be a pitfall, and this is going to make me be like, okay, so Mel was sitting there talking to Keke about my marriage. Like, why? And, you know, it just, you guys, again, can agree or disagree with me, but it always feels like a misery loves company type of situation when it comes to them talking about Letitia's marriage. These are my personal opinions. And I also notice in this scene that the person that keeps saying her name is alleged. It's rumors and it's alleged that this woman is sleeping with him. And I was like, well, if that's the case, then why do we keep bringing it to light? Like, I just don't get it. It's not something that I understand. Then at one point, Keke was saying that the woman that Marsau was allegedly cheating with, her ex-boyfriend reached out to Letitia and said something to Letitia, so Letitia came back to her. And here's the other thing that I have an issue with. It feels like with social media and this show that people want for Letitia to end her marriage with Marsau off of baseless rumors. I mean, if there was, like, here's the thing. If there was something concrete that showed him, like, The only thing that we've ever had that was would be considered concrete was the back photo that Miss Wanda was asking Marsau was at his back. We never saw the man's face. We just saw the back of the man. Like, here's the other thing. Like, y'all want to say, oh, Marsau must have a good NDA. Bravo and OWN are two different networks, right? We knew on Bravo, on Real Housewives of Potomac, we knew Michael's mistress because she took a picture of him, right? And Michael Darby has more money than Marsau. Juan Dixon, his mistress. Now we ain't saying that Juan got more money than Marsau, but like, you guys just listen, like, think about it. I don't 100% believe it without some kind of factual evidence, like without, like I said, a sex tape, right? A head to dick picture of Marsau. I don't buy it, and I just don't really 100% believe it. But hey, I'm not saying that and I'm not. Here's the thing I want to also point out. I'm not saying that he ain't done nothing, but what I am saying is if he has done something, one thing can be said. He's been smart and hiding it, but you can only hide stuff for so long. As the age old saying, what's done in the dark eventually comes to the light, and that's just my my thoughts. But again, you guys can tell me yours. So after they talked about that, they did bring up this situation that I actually saw last weekend on Twitter, where people were saying that not Keke, but Letitia had took Stormy's whole website, like where her return policy, took it, copied it, and pasted it on her whole website. And I was like, damn, now that's fucked up. Like, whoever Letitia, whoever you hired to do that, I would really implore you to go back and ask for a refund, because I would be like, look at this website. My website's name is not Canvas Beauty. That is Stormy's website. So why did you copy him? Like, you copied and pasted her stuff. Like Keke said, that is plagiarism, and people do get sued for that. And Letitia is very lucky that Stormy didn't sue her, because I definitely would have sued her. But like, you copied and pasted everything of mine. And yeah, I would have definitely, done something. But it is what it is, right? We'll talk about that a little bit more as we get into the episode. But we'll pause here and we'll move forward. Next up, you guys, let's talk about Maurice and how trash he is, right? So Maurice had got Kimmy a Jeep, right? So he went and got some things done to, got the Jeep, kind of tricked out, right? So he had Marsau meeting him. And when he was talking about the fact that Kimmy said she wanted a Jeep, well, how about you get a Lamborghini? I want a Jeep. Well, how about you get a Maserati? I want a Jeep. Well, how about you get this? Why are you trying to talk the woman out of what she wants and not what you want? I couldn't be with somebody like that try to talk me out of things that I want to do. Then he said that she told her that she wanted to feel the wind in her hair. And he was like, well, he was like, well, you don't really have a lot of hair. I was like, excuse you? You have no hair. And your wife just went through cancer. So of course she has very little hair. But don't say that. Don't say that to her. And why did you even bring it up on camera? That was so tacky as fuck. Like, again, you guys know how I feel about Maurice at this point. I don't see it for him. So then he talked to Marsau about the lack of sex in the relationship. And I'm gonna say this one last time. Carlos, please stop showing us any scenes that revolve around Kimmy and Maurice's sex life. Like, I'm tired of hearing about it at this point, right? Maurice is selfish, and it took for Marsau to be like, that's normal. I mean, how long have you guys been married? Oh, so you're just, you're like a normal married couple. They don't have sex every day. Like, if Maurice has that big of a problem, you need to go to you might have a little addiction problem. You might have an addiction problem, so you might want to go see a sex therapist for yourself. Then, if it's that bothersome, go buy a sex toy for yourself, sir, and easily get it out. So they talked about the fact that Maurice and Kim are going to have I think Maurice is planning this well, no, she knew about it because we saw them later in the episode. So they are having a barbecue, right? They want to invite everybody, and Maurice wants to make sure that Marsau is good with both what's her name, Stormy and Courtney, right? Marsau feels like with Stormy and Courtney, he feels like she was trying to get a rise out of him. No, sir, that was you. You start. Yes, she called you a bitch, but at that town hall that you guys had, you were the one that was coming for her as well. So, sir, if the shoe fits, wear it. Like you were being an asshole. But y'all are two sides of the same coin. Not him and Courtney or Stormy, him and his brother, two sides of the same fucking coin. So speaking of Stormy and Courtney, we see them later in the episode, and we find out that Stormy was recently sick with strep throat, and it had kind of developed into something else. So she needs to slow down with working, and Courtney agrees with that. So they then talked about Keke and the Crime Stoppers thing. I did crack up laughing when Stormy said she looked like Darkwing Duck. I hollered when she said that Crime Stoppers video made her look like Darkwing Duck. So then she told him about the Tisha thing, and she said, she was more so embarrassed for Letitia. She said this has happened before, that someone else has done this. And I was like, wow, so people are literally out there going to other people's websites and copying and pasting their stuff and putting it on their website and not even changing the name of it. Like, that's what we're really doing. Like, what the hell? That's laziness. No, that's laziness, and that is plagiarism. But it's more so laziness. Like, you can't. Now, it's one thing to look at a website to get some ideas for what to say in your stuff, but don't copy and paste it. Don't copy and paste. That's number one. But hey, then she told him about the barbecue, and not Stormy, but Courtney said he ain't coming. He don't really want to be around Marsau, and I honestly God don't blame Courtney. But yeah, you guys, let's pause here and move forward. And I think we're gonna wrap up this episode. All right, you guys. So we see Letitia and Marsau. Now I don't know where they were because at one point I saw Black. So I guess they're in the same parking lot as Black is. Now I did remember last season they were talking about the suites where Madani is, right? I do remember them talking about that, but I never heard anything else come about with that. So I guess they're doing Scott Realty, or as Letitia says it, Realty. I always get kind of, somebody gonna feel a way about this. But when people say realtor and stuff like that, I be like, y'all know it's not realtor, right? It's realtor. Realtor. There is no A in between real and tor. Realtor. That's the word. Much like with realty. It's real T. Realty. Just point that out there because the teacher kept saying realty. Scott Realty. Letitia. I'm gonna let it go. Now, what I will say though with Letitia and Marsau, and this is no shade to them, but y'all putting up Scott Realty before y'all put up Scott Manor. It's given that there is something wrong. Like, it's given something. Like, I'm so confused about that. Y'all got the funds and the money to put this office space together, a barbershop and all that stuff, but Scott Manor is still sticks and stones and Neverland. And again, there's no shade to them, but it's just something is off, and I don't know what it is. Because y'all own the land, right? Y'all own the land. It doesn't take that long to build a house. It don't take years and years and years. Y'all are giving Sheree Whitfield where y'all might not have the money to do it, and that's fine. It's fine that you guys may not have the money, but hey, I'm gonna leave it alone. So they did talk about the you guys remember that they did the promo for the Bet on Black, right? So I guess it's gotten back to some people that they may be doing some illegal gambling. And I will ask the question because y'all want to keep chalking things up to haters, right? And that is a slim possibility that people may have saw this and may be hating on you guys. But then at the same time, you have to ask the question, did you guys, like, to gamble, that is illegal. So you do have to make sure you have all the permits to do that. So even if it's just for one night, you got to make sure you have everything in place in order to do it. I know that this is something that y'all came up with, but did y'all go to the city? Did y'all get all, if y'all got everything done? Because if you got everything done, then there's no way anyone can say that you're doing illegal gambling if all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. So that's just all I have to say on that forefront, right? So Marsau feels like they want to cancel, right? Now here's the thing. Another thing that I will say about that, canceling. If y'all put money into this and all that kind of stuff, why would you cancel? That's why I'm asking the questions of what proper planning did you guys go through to get this done? Did you guys get the permits that you need? Because if you did all that stuff, then, you're good. Keep going with it. That has, if people want to say that they think you guys are doing illegal gambling, you can think things all day, every day. If you don't have factual, hardcore evidence and proof that they're doing it, then, and if they know that they want to, went the proper routes to do it, then you ain't got shit but accusations, and that's an assumption, right? And what do we all have? Assholes. So it is what it is. So after that, Letitia brought up the whole website situation, right? And here's the thing. They want to continue to talk about haters. Once again, not necessarily the case, especially with this website thing, because Marsau feels like people wouldn't have never noticed it. He feels like it's haters who noticed it. No, sir. Because if I'm finna order something from somebody that I've never ordered from, and even with people I know, not people that I know, if I'm ordering something from a new company for the first time, I am going to do my research, and I'm going to go to the frequently asked questions. I'm going to go to your shipping returns, and I'm going to look and see if this product is defective. How long do I have to send it back? And then when I send it back, where do I send it back to? Do I get a full refund, or do you guys try to give me a credit, right? Because that's something that I was thinking of when I was going to the Beyonce concert. I was gonna buy an outfit from what's that? Shein. I was gonna buy an outfit from Shein. Shein, if you guys went to the concert, I think Shein was throughout that whole entire concert, because every outfit that I saw was something that I saw on Shein, or I saw one on Shein, and I saw this outfit on Amazon that I really wanted, but I was like, I don't want to spend that much money for something that I'm only gonna wear one night, and then I'm not gonna ever wear it again, right? And I looked at Shein. I know Amazon's policy, but I looked at Shein's policy, and Shein's policy is they will give you store credit. I'm like, what? No. So yes, if this is a new product that you guys are putting out, so people definitely want to know, like, if something's wrong with my product, then who do I return it to? So it's not people being haters. And here's the issue. Here's another problem. You can talk about haters all you want to, right? But the problem falls with Marsau and Letitia, because you guys didn't do your proper research, obviously, because whoever did this, did you guys see what their track record was? Also, when this person came back with their design of the website, did you go over your website with a fine-tooth comb and be like, okay, and then, hey, I'm looking at this. Why does this have Canvas Beauty on here? This is Macy and Mila's product. This has nothing to do with Stormy. So why is Stormy's business on here? Correct that. And it didn't happen. So don't sit there and talk about haters. I didn't like that. That's a clerical error on you guys' part, not anybody else's. So after that, we get to the barbecue. So everybody shows up to the barbecue. We got Mel, Martell, Neil, and Chris, Tisha, and Marsau. Stormy came, no Courtney, right? And Kimmy and Maurice was like, why didn't he come? Because of Marsau? And she was like, yeah, he don't want to be around him. And so they were like, so he's not gonna ever come around because of Marsau? Maybe. So when Keke and Amin showed up, she sat down with Stormy. Also, I want to point out the fact that Martell, he spoke to Melody, and Melody paid him dust. And I was like, exactly, good for you, girl. So after that, then, like I said, Keke sat down where Stormy and Letitia and Marsau were playing a card game. And so, actually, before that, Keke asked her, y'all good? And she said, I'm good with everybody. So after that, then we get them sitting down, right? So Keke is telling Letitia, not Letitia, but Stormy, this whole story that she already told Mel. And mind you, you can hear Letitia in the background, and Letitia's just laughing and talking loud. Now, I will say, in my personal opinion, I was like, was that a little bit of deflection? That's what I was just wondering. Not saying that it was, but it's just what I was wondering. Also, I want to point out the fact that Letitia spoke to Amin, gave Amin a hug, and Keke went to go speak to her. Baby, she ignored the fuck out of her. Ignored the fuck out of her. I was like, well, damn. That was a little shady, and Keke caught that shade, right? So when they were talking, like I said, Letitia was talking loud over Keke, and Keke felt the way about that. And then Marsau was talking to Stormy about this card game. And so Keke got in her feelings and said, you know what? Get mad, get glad, scratch your ass, and slap the cup. I don't give a damn. And it just splashed all over poor Letitia. Letitia's better than me. I'm gonna put that out there. Letitia is better than I am because baby Stormy would have got the in business for real. Because say what now? That is not, you're not gonna do that to me, girlfriend. Not gonna do it to me. But yeah, you guys, that's the episode. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on, you guys. Share the share the video. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.